Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Or if you're new, I'm really glad you click on this video. Today, we're going to talk about something that could completely change the way you prepare for the next job interview. And no, I don't mean memorizing answers from Google or stressing out in front of the mirror. I'm talking about ChatGPT as your very own interview coach. Now, let's be real. Job interviews are already nerve-wracking, right? And if you have to do whole things in English, your second language, that pressure doubles, right? Maybe you're worried about the vocabulary. Maybe you're scared of those tough questions. Or maybe it's just the tough of speaking under pressure, right? I totally get it. But here's the good news. You don't have to face it alone. ChatGPT can actually help to practice, boost your confidence, and get ready to walk into that interview knowing exactly what to do. So, whether you're a student chasing your first big opportunity, a business professional aiming that new career, or someone stepping into English speaking job market for the very first time, this video is for you. Alright, let's dive in and I will show you step by step how to turn ChatGPT into your personal interview coach. First thing first, think of ChatGPT like your own personal interview trainer. But like any good coach, ChatGPT needs to know a bit about you before it can help. This is where most people make their first mistake. They just ask a random interview tips without giving ChatGPT enough context. Here, what I want to do, before you ask for any interview help, tell ChatGPT about job and about yourself. This means copy-pasting the job description from the posting, uploading your resume and CV, and even adding your cover letter if you have one. Why does it matter? Because ChatGPT can only tailor answers that make sense for your background and the specific job if you know these details. Here is a perfect example of how can you start. Here is the job description of my resume. I want you to help me prepare for this interview. Analyze the job description and compare it with my resume. Tell me where my experience matches and where I need to improve my answers. With just that one step, you've given ChatGPT a strong foundation to start helping you. Once that's done, the next thing you want to figure out is, what is this company really looking for? What are the top skills or qualifications that matter most for this role? This is where ChatGPT becomes your research assistant. You can ask it to highlight key skills directly from the job description and even explain why each skill is important. Try this. Here is the job description for the role I'm applying for. Please highlight the 5 most important skills or qualifications from this job description and explain why each one is important. Also, suggest how I can reflect these skills in my interview answers. If you want ChatGPT to go one step further and help you align your resume with the job, use this. Can you analyze my resume and compare it with this job description? Tell me which skills and experiences I should emphasize in the interview. Also, suggest how I can improve my resume if needed. This way, you're making sure your answers focus on exactly what the employer wants to hear. Now, let's get into practice mode. Instead of spending hours Googling for generic interview questions, let ChatGPT generate questions customized for your specific job and industry. You can ask for general questions, role-specific questions, behavioral questions like teamwork, problem solving, leadership scenarios, or even questions that reflect the company's culture. Here's how you can do it. You are a job interview coach. What are the 10 most common interview questions companies ask when interviewing for the role above? And if you want more detailed practice, can you generate a list of behavioral, technical, and scenario-based interview questions for the role described above? Want to make your preparation even more targeted? If the company has a page on their website about their culture or values, copy that content and ask ChatGPT, here is some content from the company's culture page. Can you generate company-specific interview questions based on this content? And now comes one of my favorite techniques with turning ChatGPT into your live interviewer. You can simulate a real-time interview. Imagine sitting in front of your screen and ChatGPT is asking you questions just like a real interviewer would. One question at a time. You answer, then it gives you the next one. Here's the perfect prompt for that. I want you to act as an interviewer. I will be the candidate and you'll ask me the interview questions for the position I'm applying for. I want you to only reply as the interviewer. Don't write all the conversation at once. I want you to only do the interview with me. Ask me the questions one by one like an interviewer does and wait for my answers. My first sentence is hello. This is fantastic for practicing your spoken English. And if you're using ChatGPT on your phone, you can even speak your answers using voice to text. It's a great way to simulate real-time pressure and improve your fluency. After you've done a few rounds of practice, it's time to refine your answers and make them stronger. A great way to do this is by using the STAR method. You probably heard of this before, but here's a quick recap. S. Situation. What was happening? T. Task. What was your responsibility? A. Action. What did you do? R. Result. What was the outcome? ChatGPT can help you write STAR format answers that sound professional and are tailored to your experience. Just use this prompt. You're an interview coach and are helping me apply for the role above. Write an interview answer to the following question using the STAR method. Tailor the answer to my background and experience based on my resume. Use examples from my resume to show my skills and explain what I learned in each previous role. And if you want to make your answers even stronger, add numbers and metrics. For example, instead of just saying, I helped improve sales, you could say, I increased sales by 20% over 6 months. Here's the prompt for that. Please take my interview answer below and rewrite it to include measurable results, quantifiable impact, and make it more relevant to the job description I shared. Also, make the language sound more confident and professional. Worried your answers are too long or not clear enough? No problem. Ask ChatGPT to tighten them up. Please rewrite this interview answer to be shorter, clearer, and more impactful. I want to sound professional and confident. And here's another great tip. Sometimes we struggle because we don't really understand why an interviewer is asking a certain question. ChatGPT can help with that too. Just ask. For this interview question, insert question, please explain the 3 main reasons why an interviewer asks this question. Also, give me tips on how to answer it effectively. This gives you insight into what the interviewer really wants to hear. Let's not forget about company research. Interviewers love candidates who show they've done their homework. Instead of spending hours browsing different websites, just ask ChatGPT to summarize key details for you. Here's a great prompt for that. Act as a corporate researcher. Give me a detailed summary of this company, including its number of employees, total revenue, company mission, key products, services, leadership team, recent news, and competitors. Present the information in bullet points. If the company is publicly traded, you can go even deeper. Download their latest annual report or investor relations report and upload it into ChatGPT. Then use this. Here is the company's latest annual report. Please summarize key points that I should know for my interview. Focus on financial performance, strategic goals, and any major projects or challenges they are facing. Here's a bonus idea. Use this research to ask smart questions at the end of your interview. It shows you're engaged and serious about the role. Now, let's talk about what to do after the interview. First, send a thoughtful thank you email. ChatGPT can help you craft something that feels warm, professional, and specific to your conversation. Try this. Can you help me write a professional and warm thank you email to the interviewer? I want to mention specific things we discussed and express my interest in the role. And once you've sent that, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, what questions felt difficult? Which answers could I improve for next time? Was my English clear and professional? You can even ask ChatGPT to help you analyze your performance. I just had this interview. Here are the questions I received and how I answered them. Can you review my answers and suggest how I could improve for next time? Before we wrap up, just remember this. ChatGPT will never replace you. It can't bring your energy, your personality, or your unique story into that interview room. That's all you. But what it can do is help you prepare in a way that's smarter, more focused, a lot less stressful, especially if you're practicing for interviews in English. So go in there with confidence. Your story combined with consistent practice with the right AI tool support is a really powerful recipe for success. If this video helped you, please give it a like and subscribe for more tips. And if you have an interview coming up, drop a comment and share what role you are going for. I would love hear and cheer on you. Take care and see you in the next one.